Morning, it is Monday and I am off to get a few things done. I have to go to the daycare and drop off a few documents that they need. So the little one is starting daycare in a couple of weeks, actually 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Ooh, exciting things are happening. And then I need to do a little grocery run because my husband will be away on a work trip for a few days. That means that I will be alone with the kids and the dog. A little bit nervous about that, but yeah, I mean, I have help. My parents are very close by, so if I ever need some help, then I can just ask them to come on over and help with the kids or the dog. So yeah, let's go check off some few things. I actually dropped by a little bookstore here close to my house. It's an independent bookstore, and I was just having a look through the window. Found a book from Jane Austen that I don't remember reading about. I used to read a lot of Jane Austen's books when I was younger, so I got it, and I also got a book from Edith Wharton. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading these books. So at the bookstore I noticed that the lady working there was wearing a hand-knit sweater, a pattern by Anne Wenzel, who is a Danish designer, and I complimented her on it because I thought it looked really, really great and it really suited her. The designer Anne Wenzel, I like her patterns. I think I have knit 4 patterns from her, 2 cardigans and 2 sweaters. They are very, very comfy, very cozy, but slightly too oversized for my liking, actually. I like oversized sweaters, but those were very oversized. I actually enjoy seeing people wearing their hand-knit items. When I see them out and about, it kind of makes me happy because it's just such a cool hobby, and it's cool to see people being proud of what they've done. So right now I am actually wearing my hand knit items too. So I am wearing the Sophie scarf and the zipper sweater. Both are patterns by Petite Knit. I think she is currently the biggest knitwear designer as far as I can tell on social media. I do like her patterns because they are very easy to follow, and her patterns, like all her sweaters, they fit me personally pretty well. So it's Thursday. My husband will return today from his work trip. I'm so happy about it. I had to get up early to make sure that the big kid gets ready for school and leaves the house on time to get to school. He's got a project week right now, and all of the project days that he chose, everything is sports related. So yeah, he's been having a ton of fun. Yeah, once he left the house, I had to walk the dog with the little one. After that, we went to the dentist because the little one had a dentist appointment, his first dentist appointment. So I didn't know about this. It seems to be a new thing that babies 6 months or older, once they have their first teeth, they are supposed to go to the dentist to just for a routine checkup. And the dentist will mainly just have a checklist where he asked if they suck on something all the time, like even if it's their finger or their thumb or a binky. I forgot the word in American English, I'm sorry. And yeah, just to make sure, because that could change the form of the teeth. So that's why the dentists check up on that. Also, they will check if the child receives fluoride. I'm not sure. I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen because I'm not sure how you pronounce that. They will also check if they get sugary things, obviously sweets or even teas, because some teas are flavored, so that means they also have sugar in it. And yogurt sometimes has sugar in it. Even yogurt that is declared to be for babies, I found, has sugar in it. I was very upset when I found that out. So yeah, I didn't give that to the baby. So my baby is sugar free. He has the supplements that he needs, because the pediatrician also recommended some stuff to me. So that's why we started early on that. And yeah, everything's good. But it was quite hectic. It's not even 10 a.m. and I've been running around like a headless chicken. And he was already cranky and he did not like the dentist appointment. So he's sleeping on the terrace now and I'm relaxing for a little bit. I bought 2 books a couple days earlier when I went to the local bookstore here. They are A6 size, so they fit perfectly into my A6 leather cover from Paper Republic. I am an avid reader. I have been reading so many books, but mostly digitally, because I have them all on iBooks or on Kindle. It's nice now to go back to a physical book. I love that feeling. But I was missing out on a bookmark and I thought about just grabbing some piece of paper. But where's the fun in that? So I think when I was pregnant with the little one, I super got into Sashiko stitching. It's a Japanese kind of embroidery. Originally, it's not done for decorative purposes, but for mending old clothes. So I learned all about that and I started my Sashiko hobby and I love it. It is so pretty and I've done a few things, mostly handkerchiefs. But yesterday I just sat down and made myself a little bookmark. It is quite easy and a very fun and quick project. So it will take maybe an hour to finish that. Yeah, and now I have a pretty little bookmark. It is Sunday and I'm on my usual Sunday morning walk with the dog. Actually, it's almost 11 right now, so mid-morning, I guess. Not much happened in the past few days. My husband came back from his work trip, and I'm so relieved because, yeah, he takes care usually of most of the household chores during the day, like laundry and dishes and cooking. I mean, we do cooking like 50-50, so we share that. And I do most of the organizing stuff with our big kid, all his, sports club stuff or school stuff. That's on me. I do all this organizing thing. So my husband went to his parents' place yesterday and he brought back a few plants that my mother-in-law dug up from her plants because they got too big for the garden. And now I have a lot of new plants and I'm super happy about it. And we have to put them into the garden, into the soil today. But we have to go to the garden center before that to get some new soil actually, because I don't think that I have enough. I think it's a good idea to go to the garden center because they have like a little room for the kids to run around. Actually, it's not that little, it's quite a big room for the kids to run around and climb on stuff and, just get some movement in, because the garden center itself is quite boring for kids, I imagine. Yeah, big kid is looking forward to going there. I haven't got much on my agenda for today. It's basically just gardening. I'm making a new sourdough bread. I also started a new sourdough starter made with wheat this time, because my sourdough starter that I've worked with for the past couple of months is with rye, whole rye. I just wanted to try out wheat. Let's see how that one goes. I think I'm going to make some pretzel bites with the discard today. Also, I bought some rhubarb the other day at the market, at the farmer's market here, because I wanted to make some rhubarb cake. This one is going to be very time intensive because everything is going to be made from scratch. Well, I did say I didn't have much on my agenda, but that sounds like a lot. You will see if I can do it. I did get a lot of my travel planning done this week for our upcoming trip to Japan. So my husband wanted to go and climb Mount Fuji. I did that almost 20 years ago already. And I have a little one right now, so I will not be joining, but my husband will be climbing Mount Fuji with our big kid and our former exchange student. He's from Japan and he will be joining us for our trip. But I mean, climbing Mount Fuji is quite a feat. I remember when I climbed up there 20 years ago, we did that bullet climbing, which is absolutely not recommended to do. But yeah, there wasn't much information about that online back then. Remember, that was 20 years ago. So I have told my husband if he wants to go up there with our older kid, they have to spend a night up there and get used to the altitude. So I have been looking up a lot of information, travel guides about climbing Mount Fuji, especially with kids. And I have read a few blogs and I've watched a few YouTube videos from people who went up there with even 4 and 6 years old, which, wow, that is quite a feat. I mean, wow, that's amazing. Our big kid is really looking forward to climbing Mount Fuji, and he's already told everyone in his class about it. So yeah, we are going to make that happen. I have already booked our stay in Fuji Kawaguchiko. I have looked up like all the things like gear and what else to know about the trails, about climbing Mount Fuji, especially with kids. I'm hoping that we can rent a few things so we don't have to bring everything, like all of our hiking gear ourselves to Japan, because that would take up a lot of space in the luggage.
Die möchte ich gerne haben. Habt ihr noch zu Hause? Ja. Wäsche angekriegt.